Good morning, everyone. It's Joker and Vader, technically, because he just does not want to be left alone right now. But we are back for another slime video, and for this video, we're going to go over a few things that I may have missed in the initial Konosuba livestream video, and a few things that I've noticed along the way, and some of the DATAMINE leaks that came in with the data download. So first off, I made a pinned comment on the original video, but I do want to showcase it here, where we can see that Darkness does have a pretty high chance to just miss her hits. So we're going to zoom ahead to this turn. Oh, okay, well, they swapped her out. I thought it was that turn. Come on, we can do it. Alright, here's some Darkness orbs. Alright, so yeah, we'll see this. So, oh, okay, she hit both of those. I don't know what her chance to actually hit is, but she will miss a few shots here and there. Let's see. Okay, so here. So miss. So there was one miss, and then this hit does 1 damage. So she will miss occasionally here and there. Again, I don't know her true hit rate on her normal orbs, but I think it's just it plays true to her character, right, where she can't hit anything in the anime. So that's good to know. Also, something else that was pointed out was it does say in Megumin's kit right here, the second line, that after you use the ult for 1 turn, you will be out of magical power, and that I think equates to some sort of stun. I don't know if you can swap her out. I mean, she's like dead on the ground, right, as she normally should be. So I highly doubt that you can swap her. I think it's essentially stunned for 1 turn, and you can't do anything about it, which is hilarious that they nerfed her like that. Also, what we kind of predicted that she would do to herself, because she is pretty strong. She does have a very powerful ult, and the offset is you can't be used anything. So that's probably why Darkness has a taunt, is to take some heat away from her not being hit when, you know, she is down and out. Okay, Cat, what are we doing here? So let's do this. Let's Raphael's ult, and then here, right there. Sorry. Let's do that. And there we go. So she's dead on the ground. You do have this out of magic power kind of X on the face, and she's down for 1 turn. So that's pretty funny. All right, come on, Vader. Come on. Down you go. So just wanted to point that out. So Darkness can miss some hits. Megumin will be stunned for 1 turn after she uses her ult, which both of those make canonical sense. But going into the game, we do have the Collab campaign information right here. Now, it was pointed out to me, and I did take this in one direction during the initial video, and it could go in a different direction, you know, and it totally could be based on either way. So the way I looked at it is that this Part 1 banner, right, ends on the 19th. So what I initially thought was, okay, so we'll get like the double banner here, and then we'll go a few weeks, and then on the 19th we'll get another banner, and it will be Part 2 of the banner. However, taking a closer look at it, it might not be the case, because you can see that everything, this entire event, ends on the 19th, which is only 2.5 weeks into the month, right? So three weeks-ish, give or take. So what could actually happen is that the collab could just run for, you know, 19 days, 18 days, and then be done. And like that's it. So we'll get the banner tomorrow, and then a week from then we'll get another banner, and that'll be it. Because we won't have time for 3rd banner, so we won't have like a Jubilee for Konosuba. We won't have a number of other things for Konosuba. It might just end. And as far as to why, I don't really know. One prospect was licensing rights and how long you can license the IP of Konosuba for. It seems kind of weird that they're like, hey, big special project, and then it only lasts 2.5 weeks. It seems kind of like a buzzkill right there. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens on the 19th, or technically the 18th, if we do get a part 2 to the Konosuba collab as a whole, or if we start like the swimsuit meta half a month early or a couple weeks early. Again, we're gonna have to wait and see. So I just want to point that out now. That way, when the 19th comes and we get the collab ends and we're all disappointed, it's not a total shock surprise. It's just unfortunate. So that is definitely something to be aware of and keep an eye out for. But now, let's go through some of the DATAMINE leaks from the data download. So shout out to the main Isekai Discord and Mr. L for data mining all this. But we can see that we do have a lot of things related to the festival area, including, chibi sprites of a lot of people, including the Konosuba characters. And there is nothing in-game about the festival area being initiated, at least in this first week of the collab. Which then leads me to believe that we'll get a part 2, which will have the festival stuff. So it's kind of like a give and take, back and forth, like what are they going to do? This is our first true collab, so we don't really have anything to go off of, except these dates. So it could be really anything. But we have a lot of these Tempest Fest Fever, we have these new coins, we have some new festival backgrounds, so they look really, really nice. We have this buzzing term. I don't know what this 100% hit is, the chibi forms. We have a few of the stands that we can build as part of the festival area. But if we keep scrolling down, we get more buildings. We also get, there's Valor Cup. There is a Valor Cup Season 8, and it is another Rimuru Cup, but the statue is a Megumin Rimuru. So if you really, really want that Megumin Rimuru statue during Ranked Cup, this is where you're going to get it. Ranked Valor Cup is still kind of a ways out, though. It's probably I think it starts on the 18th or something. So we have quite a bit of time. Let's just check that out real fast. I really wish it didn't take so goddamn long to load. Ranking battle starts on the 9th, so we have 11 days until Ranked starts. So if you want to compete in Ranked and attempt to get the statue, then get up to Platinum, I think, and then you can start taking part. But scrolling even further down, we have these helpful little images right here that tell us what the buildings and what the festival thing does, because apparently we're going to have a new kind of mini, maybe idle game mode where you can assign certain units to each stall, and that will increase their output of certain things. And looks like the stalls will generate coins, which you can then feed to and upgrade the stalls. And then, depending on who you put, their outputs are different, and you can put up to 3 people. Here's the coins costing extra money to upgrade it or something like that. But then this says once you hit a certain population level or visitation level from the idle game, you get into fever mode and you get some way big gains right here. And then there's this little skill thing right here that then it looks like it changes the background for some of the units' alts. Now I don't know what this 30% gauge is, but obviously this is not the normal alt background when initiating an alt. And then I don't know what this is. Maybe there's only certain characters who can actually get that, because Windmillum has the skill. I don't really see the skills on these characters, but you're a protector, you're 2 battle units. I don't know. Let's go here. So there's a new tab to go to the festival area, which looks like a lantern. Fever, level up the great big drum stage and everything like that. So it seems to be a very interesting idle kind of format. And so, so this is is this a different stand? No, it's the same stand, but we have charge levels and this is maxed out. Okay, well, Google Translate, when I looked at this, it didn't really tell me too much. This is if you use a charge, it'll go down, and if you don't do anything, it'll charge back up to full. I don't know what the full bar does versus a not full bar. These are all just, pictures in Japanese, so we can only assume so much from it. But it looks like we'll have something, kind of some idle thing, or maybe the kind of thing that you do for assigning people to buildings in Tempest right now, where it increases their output. This just gives you a little bit more direct controllability, I guess. Control over what's actually happening, what currency you're getting, and then applying it to specific units that maybe change their background. So, all in all, I think it's interesting. Whether it's not going to be game-changing, certainly it's not guild system or PvP or full-on raids all the time, but it is yet another thing to do. And the festival area should be permanent, which means that this should always stick around. Whether or not the Konosuba chibis stick around is an entirely different story, but, you know, it's fun. And again, we don't even have a date for this yet, so it could be hidden next week, or it could be a week out after that. We know that the raid for the cabbages, that doesn't start until, I think, the 7th. Let's see if we can try and find it. Yeah, this doesn't start till the 7th, so technically the 6th. So it's going to be a week before we get the cabbage raid, and it only goes until the 19th as well. So, again, there's a lot of mysterious things here. We still need Aqua and Kazuma, so if it only goes to the 19th, you know, that's going to put us, so here, the 19th is Wednesday, which technically will be Tuesday for us, or for me. So, we'll get the first banner then, we'll get a second banner maybe around here-ish, somewhere in here, and then if they want to do a third banner, it will be that, but I really hope they don't. I really hope it's just Kazuma and Aqua on one banner the next week, and then it'll give us time to play with all of them leading up until the 18th when the event goes away. Or we could get a banner here and then a banner here, and then part 2 starts here and we get another banner. I don't know. Again, there are many things that are questionable right now. But I just wanted to talk about some things that I missed and didn't get to in the first video. This all drops in, let's say, tomorrow night. So 24, and so about 30 hours from now is when the Konosuba collab will begin. So mark your calendars. I will be streaming it. I will be summoning. They look pretty good and very general use for future events. So, yeah. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. But that's it for me. Take it easy, and I'll see you all later.